Why I am the true undisputed champion for the Charos. Vanakkams, namaskaram, namaste, salams and salutations. Well, there are many reasons. But for the purpose of this video, I will focus on this post by one Naren Ganesh. Now, his hate speech victory at the Equality Court over one Keshla Ngwengwe. Now, Ganesh has over the past 2 years posted about this matter on social media and in the press, but never once has he mentioned that this hate speech post by Keshla was on my platform. You got it from my platform, my Facebook page, where it was I who was getting a lot of hate and threats from African people. Why? Well, in the aftermath of the July unrest, when Indians were being branded as racist across all media platforms, and when Indian men from Phoenix were randomly arrested for murder, attempted murder, GBH, etc., when people within their own community deserted them, threw them under the bus, I was the very first person to stand up and defend them. I created the one and only public platform that represented them, the Facebook page Justice for the Phoenix Accused, where I boldly proclaimed innocent until proven guilty. Now for that, I received a lot of flack and threats, especially from members of the African community. Now they accuse me of protecting murderers, GBH people, etc. I responded with, they are being accused of murder, attempted murder, etc. Just accused. They remain innocent until proven guilty in the eyes of the law. That is their constitutional right. Now I was the only one publicly defending them and their rights, and I challenge anyone to prove otherwise. Show me another person who did that. 2 years later, 95% of them walked free, charges dropped, etc., etc. Now, Naren Ganesh never publicly supported me in that campaign. He never publicly supported the Justice for Phoenix Accused campaign, simply because it was too volatile, too dangerous, not worth the risk. But he then chose to piggyback on the comment from Keshla on my platform, and in my opinion, it is purely for personal fame and gain. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Naren Ganesh will use his great literary skills as well as his association with me to publicly acknowledge that I, with no backing, no support, no security, that I cared nothing for my own safety, not the safety of my family, that all I knew that was my people were being persecuted, that an injustice was being done, and that I had to take a stand. And maybe he would go further to acknowledge that this was 2 years ago, that I was not even a budding politician then, that I was not even standing for election, that I had nothing to gain, that my intentions were pure. Maybe he would. But until then, let me blow my own trumpet. Tell me of another community leader, politician, activist that can match my stance. Look, the DA took a stance, called the Phoenix Accused heroes, then quickly retreated, pulled down their banners. Now further, I was the first person to make public the finding of the JIX report that found that the Phoenix Accused were racially discriminated against and inhumanely treated within the Westville prison, and that a minor was raped within the first week of being incarcerated. Now the Post newspaper, that's supposedly the voice and heart of the community, only featured the JIX report after I featured it on my platform, noting well that the report was by then, it was out by a full year, and nobody was interested in featuring it until I brought it up. Now when I say I'm the champion for the Charos, it's not just a slogan. I'm the real deal. I'm living proof of it for the past 10 years at least. Come election day, May 29th, I'll be the only Indian independent on the ballot across the country, and I'll be the only independent candidate in KZN. If you vote for me on the KZN ballot sheet, I will Dalawala must, I will Dalawala cray. My voice will be heard at the highest decision-making body in the province. Decision-making body in the province. The province, KZN, that has the most number of Indians outside the motherland of India. Something to think about, eh? Anyway, this feature brought to you by Billboards on the Move. Now, they have lovely shared office space available from 3,000 Rand per month in Mount Edgecombe. Contact my bra, Dylan.
Dondala with the massage.